Yeah.
Part of it was done in my house. $30,000. $30,000.
What's that, Frank?
12,000.
How you doing?
We had to put in the world.
Wow. What was it to have her house? Yes. Independence. That's very nice. Thank you for sharing. How are you gonna share?
She ended up canceling Thanksgiving. Ended up having it at my house, so I'm tired.
Good morning.
We're trying to go to her because we think she took, yeah. And she didn't.
Bless her. Bless her.
She was not gonna leave the house.
How are y'all?
Good morning. How are you?
How are you? Yeah. I'm stuck there.
Yeah, and I'll send it to him. I'll send it again. That is no problem. Hey,
What's going on? Frank? We got business over holiday. I bet it's going, wasn't it?
Yeah, stuff's open. How was it?
I thought it
On the fireworks, fireworks is not yet, but then come New Year's.
What that biggest store did you say?
Portable building,
They might give them for the church.
portable building 16 by 48.
For the size. What kind of digging that?
You got 4x4s on this about, it's treated lumber. So 4x4s, you got 2x6s coming across.
There's one thing we don't know where we're gonna get one. Concrete foundation go around it.
You'll come out, I'll say this, in the long run, the concrete foundation, maybe with a metal building, will last you longevity.
Yeah.
The other one's portable building, it'll last you probably 15, 20 years without a problem. But, it's just depends on what you want to do. So,
No.
yeah, but we do both. We do metal buildings. But we don't, somebody else does concrete, but we do the metal building. Just like I got built down there on 230.
Concrete. Metal.
Like the one I got there was 40 by 100. Yeah. Not ever. This is like.
That was, it was, your folks, but they done it, and you can't tell
Have a good weekend? Yes, sir. How about you? Good.
Black Friday, sir?
No, I say no. I sold some buildings. Good. Well, I guess that's what I was asking. Your Black Friday business. Oh, that's your business. I had a little bit, I didn't do a business. Black Friday special. Yeah, kind of hard to do that.
You didn't have a
Oh, yeah, I'll be kicking out. After Christmas. After Christmas. Did they go around again?
And then that way.
Yeah, people not even there now. Yeah.
She was, I always got. Special presentation. You got.
10.
She was walking down home. You can't pay. And while we're saying. When they kept me, we run them. That's what it is. All of it. Yeah, he was
Oh, the trial. Well, just check it out. And then Bill called. He said, "I'm sorry, my bill's down." If something went wrong. I saw the last name. I asked him, "Where's but he was battling cancer. Yes, sir. Thank you. So my dad said he was older than me, but he it seems like a lot of people
I gotta wear one.
I still get stuff like that.
You didn't look like you can.
I think the state still emails that Mark over. I'm going I want to hear what it got to say.
All right, it is 9 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get this meeting started. I want to welcome everybody to our administrative meeting. Just as a reminder, we don't usually do our admin meetings on Monday at 9, but we had to do it because last Thursday was Thanksgiving. And I hope everybody ate more turkey and dressing than they needed to. It's kind of a tradition. I know I did, and it was delicious. So always, I've said this to several people, Thanksgiving is by far my favorite holiday because of the food. I wish we could do that about once a month. That'd be all right with me. All right, we'll have announcements at the 10 o'clock meeting, if that is okay. We do have one item under awards and presentations. That will be a special presentation by Commissioner Ricky Herring. So hopefully there'll be no objection to that. We can add that to the agenda. All right. All right, moving on to the proposed regular agenda, we have a request to approve FY 2022-2023 departmental over under spending summary report. Peter, do you want to talk about that? I didn't see anything in the packet.
I did not include anything in the packet. It's going to be an overhead presentation. I will get that to you.
So you're going to do a presentation. That's
This year, as the past years, it's been a little bit of a challenge for some of the departments. Things are starting to free up as far as supply chain, but prices have been going up, as you too probably are aware. But for the most part, all departments were under budget and were good stewards of the funds that are budgeted.
Good, good, yeah, that's good. I know we've got two items, I think, on the agenda today with dealing with price increases and inavailability of items. So, all right, well, good deal. I look forward to that. Any questions? And I'll ask y'all again at 10. Any questions or comments before we move on? Any objection to adding this item to the agenda?
No objection.
Item number 2, I trust everybody has taken plenty of time to review this, is a request to award ACCA joint county bids for heavy equipment. So as you all know, that we are the awarding authority for the state of Alabama for the county ACCA joint county bids. So really, we don't have anything to do with this other than the ACCA receives those bids, they send it to us for approval and we approve it. But any questions or comments on this item?
No objection.
Any objection to this item going on the agenda? All right, item number 3 is a request to adopt resolution in support of state of Alabama site evaluation, economic development, funding for industrial development. Matt, I ask you to come up, and we always love having you because it's usually involves some good news. And why don't you tell us what we're working on here?
All right. Hey, thank you very much, Chairman and Commission. And
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Chairman and Commission, for the opportunity to present you an opportunity for our area. Alabama's been doing really good on the industrial development front, and with that, it's created some challenges statewide in that we're out of good strategic industrial sites in the state of Alabama. So this past legislative session, the state wanted to address that issue, created a program and appropriated $40 million to help develop strategic industrial sites. And that passed, and it's created an opportunity for us to secure some industrial property that we would otherwise not have an opportunity to do. They will actually participate financially with purchasing key strategic industrial sites, and we've identified one under a contract with it. It provides us the great infrastructure that we need: power, water, sewer, rail. And we've got this opportunity. Of course, the rates came out pretty quick, October 16th. We got to turn it in December 15th. So we wanted to partner with our industrial development board, the county and the city, to secure a 400+ acre tract of property. We've actually had the state folks down looking at it. They love the site, and we're in a good position to do that. So what we're doing is requesting $500,000 from the county, paid over a 10-year period, and financing that purchase. And then the state will fund 57% of that. Of course, the city will also participate in that. But it puts us in an opportunity that we really haven't had to compete for some larger projects, just because we don't control a large site with good infrastructure. And it's going to put us at a level that we've never been at. Really, I'd say it's a legacy project to be able to secure this kind of property and have this kind of infrastructure in place, and really put us in some key searches that right now we're not in. So we're excited about this opportunity, what it does. The state's excited about it. Again, it's strategic industrial sites. It's not 25 acres. It's not 50. It's the big stuff to larger projects, EV plants, potentially major food production operations. Puts us in a level that we've never had an opportunity to do it. So we're excited about it. Everything's coming together. Again, a lot of upfront lead time to do the environmental stuff that we've had to do on the property, but excited about what this could be for and do for our area.
Yeah, and I know, let me say that I appreciate your efforts in this, because it's been problematic. You've been under a time crunch, but so it's amazing you've been able to get us in this position. And I hope we're able to do this. And now, for every 75 cents, the state puts in $1. Is
Yes.
that the kind of the formula?
Yeah, pretty much a 57-43
Gotcha.
deal. And it's based on population of the county. So that's what we qualify for.
Yeah. Okay, any questions for Matt? This project?
No.
Any objection to adding this item to the agenda?
No objection.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Item number 4 is a request to approve budget amendment for the reappraisal department due to price increase of cabinet materials. Greg, I don't see him, but it's not really a whole lot of money. I think it's $1,100 total. Thereabout. So just. Gotcha. As you saying that first got the quote in January and the price increase, which is not a surprise. So,
$180.
yeah. So any objection for this item going on the agenda?
No objection.
No objection. Item number 5 is a request to approve budget amendment in the amount of $15,000 to the sheriff's department for the purchase of a new vehicle. Rafferty, you look, you want to come on up? So come on. I'll tell you, this is not $15,000 for a new vehicle. This is, we're adding $15,000 to what we've previously added to the budget so that we can purchase the same vehicle more or less at a higher price. Rafferty, I'll let you talk about this.
When we were approved in the budget, a vehicle, county commission approved a $45,000 first purchase vehicle, law enforcement vehicle. We have been searching for a law enforcement vehicle, Ford, Chevrolet. There's none that is above and beyond that. That's for the government, the stripes and everything else, but there is just 0 law enforcement vehicles. What we're planning on doing is taking the one that we have and moving it to patrol that meets the criteria for patrol as far as we put on the road. And we'll purchase a vehicle that we're asking a $15,000 budget amendment for, and we'll put that in the criminal investigation unit. The vehicle will be bid out. We have the specs for it as well. And we feel that the $60,000, we believe will come in under $60,000 once the bids come in, of course, at that point. But that's what we're asking for, is $15,000 budget amendment so we can purchase this vehicle.
Okay. Any questions for the major? All right. Any objection to this item going on the agenda?
No objection. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Major. That's going to conclude what we have. Is there any other items to be considered for the agenda at 10 o'clock? Okay. All right. We do have one privileges of the floor. Mr. George Trotter, if you want to come on up. Always good to see you. You'll talk to us about economic development. So I think we do 5 minutes.
Future economic development.
Future economic development.
I'm glad
Excuse me.
Mr. Parker stayed in here because I have a question, maybe y'all allow him to answer a few questions, but, future economic development in Houston County, Alabama. Now, I think, I don't hear very well, but I think in his comments and all, I understand we're fixing to maybe look at purchasing property for an economic development site, industrial complex, is that correct? Okay. Question about that is, and it was one of my questions about economic development, because it definitely played a part in it. What is the status of our 42 acres Houston County Farm Center? Where are we on that today? I have people asking me all over the county about that. We're not hearing, we don't know what's going on with that, and why would we even be, and that's some other questions, where are we looking for this industrial 25 acre that I think I heard you say? Where are we looking at this property to be purchased? What part of the county, where, and why? You maybe answer that for me.
Yeah, this is a time for you to share what's on your mind and not necessarily to get in the back and forth or answer questions.
I'm sorry.
This is a time for you to share what's on your mind, but not necessarily a time to answer
We don't
questions.
dialogue in this meeting, this public meeting?
Correct. So go ahead.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That's contrary to the open meetings law of the state of Alabama. I'm hoping you understand that, but we'll move on forward. Future economic development. I brought up a subject here about a month or two ago, and I'm sure most of you don't even recall, don't even remember, but it highly concerns me, it highly concerns a lot of people across this county, particularly people that love children and that are serious about education. And that is the posting of video cameras in our Houston County school system from 4th grade through the 12th grade. Guys, I'm not gonna go into detail, y'all understand, we've had plenty of time, this has been out public now for about 4 months. Okay? You've had plenty of time to look into it. I'm here to tell you, this is awful. I'm 76 years of age. I've taught in the public school system. I've served on the public school board for 11 years before moving to Alabama. I'm here to tell you, this is the most awful decision for no reason. And it's a bigger picture than just the video possibility of picking up children from 4th grade through the 12th grade. You know, their privacy in a restaurant, and there's no need for it. And the big picture is, guys, this is Marxism, if you understand what that is, if you've ever been taught. Americanism versus communism. Marxism, Karl Marx. Please read and understand and learn about his theory and what's going on in the purpose. I say purpose. Yeah, it's their purpose of brainwashing and indoctrinating our children by putting these cameras inside the restroom. Okay? So Big Brother government, they can get used to Big Brother government, watching them every week. They're already watching them on all our social media and everything out enough, and even more so. But I'm here to tell you, there's no need to this. I'm gonna tell you why. And I discussed this with the superintendent. The teachers need to start doing their jobs. They need to get out of those private restrooms in those teacher lounges and start walking those halls and using the same restrooms that these children are. And guess what? We wouldn't have a problem with vaping, bullying, and fighting. And that's what the 3 reasons they're giving for putting these cameras in these restrooms. This is serious stuff, folks, and I'm asking you to please take your time. Go look whenever these cameras go in, and I've heard that they've already been in. It'll be after the holidays, or it'll be in the beginning of next year. I don't know when, but please make it your business to go in these restrooms and see where those cameras are, because we already have them outside the restrooms on every entrance, every hallway going into the restroom, where they can see every child, every student, real time, from the time they go in and the time they come out. So why would we need anything else? That's my question. Now, I will tell you this from experience. Economic development, get back to this point, Mr. Chairman, is that companies or people, when people and companies look at coming into an area to offer jobs and opportunities, economic development opportunities, the first thing they look at, and I looked at it in 94 when I moved here. My job was education, public education. And I can promise you, there'll be cameras in restrooms in Houston County, Alabama. George Trotter wouldn't be here. A lot of y'all probably say, God, I wish we had cameras back then. But the point is that people or companies and economic opportunity, and when they see this, then they move on
All right,
to other areas that don't have these things.
appreciate your
Thank you.
comments.
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. All right, and no further
Can I make
business.
a statement real quick?
You sure?
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Mr. Trotter, I do want to address the situation with the cameras, being that I do what I do as a full-time job and in my professional job as a law enforcement officer. Cameras cannot be in the bathrooms facing sinks, mirrors, toilets, or anything of that sort. If it is, it's a crime. So if that is being done, and I don't believe our superintendent nor our Board of Education is going to do that, I bet you they have looked into that thoroughly. And matter of fact, the question has been asked to me by some of those. So I'm sure that those cameras are not facing any of that. If they are, then that would be a crime. You're not able to do that. So I just want to address that and just be done.
Can I make a comment?
No further business. We will adjourn
Mr.
until
Chairman.
10 o'clock. Thank you.